Alright, what's up, you guys? Um, yeah, I've been a fan of this dude for over some time now. Oh, damn, yawning. Let me stop yawning on this shit. Yeah, I've been a fan of this dude for over some time now. Um, his channel is called Roughneck TV. Go look it up. Um, yeah, man. Before I talk about it though, I want y'all to do one thing for me. If you ain't subscribed to my channel, go subscribe to my channel now. Um, subscribe to my channel. Um, make sure you leave a comment in the comment box, and make sure you run them thumbs up. If you don't like the channel, then run the thumbs down. You feel me? But make sure you do some type of reactions to the video. Now, but I want to sit here and say that I've been a fan of this dude for a minute now. You know, I've been watching his stuff and everything he do go viral. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna watch this video right now. It's it's called La Mexican Gang. La Mexican Gang started by Crips in the Aliso Village projects. I didn't know the Mexican gang in the Aliso Village projects was started by Crips. Um, yeah, but he's just about to go through here and do like a little hood vlog and shit like that. Um, but stay tuned, like I said, you know, uh, go press that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and make sure you run them thumbs up. And if you don't like it, run them thumbs down. Just some type of reaction will help the channel. I'm trying to get to about like 100,000 subscribers. Um, this is my job every day. You feel me? Like, you know, I got no job right now, so you know I'm gonna make this my job every day. So every day I'm gonna be on here, you know, trying to put down some content for y'all. You feel me? Uh, I ain't been getting enough uh enough compressions on my channel, but maybe one day, you know, it'll blow up. But until then, you know, I'm gonna keep bringing you this content, and yeah, we're gonna keep looking at this Roughneck TV. You feel me? So yeah, this my reaction. Just a reaction video. I ain't taking nothing from Roughneck TV. You feel me? Like uh there's no collab, no none of that with Roughneck TV. You know, I'm just a person sitting here watching it, and I want you to watch it with me. But we about to get into this shit, so let's go.
Projects today in TMC, the Mob Crew, First Street East Coast Crips, and the rumors and the controversy and the speculation regarding to what happened to the First Street East Coast Crips in East LA, and how TMC was started, the Mob Crew. There's a lot of speculation talk about they were started by Crip. So we gonna not dig deep, but scratch the surface out of respect for both organizations. And we gonna talk about a little bit about Aliso Village, other known as Pico Aliso or Aliso Pico, and a little bit of the history regarding the projects and when they started and why they started and what they got going on right now, man. For more content like this, Roughneck TV, make sure you like, subscribe, man. Leave a comment, tap in. We're going crazy. Let's get into it. Let's peel back the surface.
Oh yeah, that is right. The Liso Village projects. That used to be the first street right there, the First Street East Coast. So they branched off the First Street East Coast Crips. Okay, now makes sense. Make it make sense. You feel me?
Just real quick. Aliso Village opened in 1942. The modern housing project was a radical new experiment as one of 10 new developments in Los Angeles at the time. Aliso Village was among the first racially integrated housing projects in the country. The 34 building, 29-acre parcel village housed 800 families. Racially integrated meaning there was a little bit of everybody. There was some African Americans, there was Latinos, there was a little bit of Asians, and a sprinkle of whites, but the majority was Hispanics and African Americans. Aliso Village represented a massive development scheme at the time, designed by housing group architects led by Ralph Fleewelling and Lloyd Wright, the son of Frank Lloyd Wright. Aliso Village was part of an effort to provide war workers with clean, attractive, healthful homes. The Great Depression, followed by World War II, had created a severe housing crisis in the country, especially in California. More people had migrated to California to work in the war plants than migrating for the gold rush, the mayor of Los Angeles had stated at the time. Aliso Village offered a sense of efficiency and technological progress, I'm going to say. The airy, light filled, new architecture constructed using modern materials and techniques, and the big green grass spaces and the green spaces was like a beautiful, it was like an island in the middle of the slums. Aliso Village projects, or Pico Aliso, or Aliso Pico. A lot of people call it different things. You know what I'm saying? So the modern materials and techniques used announced a belief that the world could be rationally remade, because the world in the 40s and the 30s was nothing but slums. Public housing was one social movement which can make Los Angeles the servant and the forefront of generations to come. Because when they signed that bill that the president signed in the 30s and 40s, if you get my drift, for public housing, LA took that and ran with it, and they built projects everywhere. Now, you and I both know, I'm not making it up. LA has a lot of projects: Watts, Compton, South Central, East LA. You know what I'm saying? East LA has a gang of projects. They all got Watts got a gang of projects. So LA was like, shit, it's not our money, it's just funded by the government. So let's make a gang of projects. And that was the start of something that you and I both know was just hoods. I mean, they made movies in these hoods. There's generational things that happen in these hoods. People have memories, childhood memories. People met their wives, their future husbands. Like a lot came out of these hoods, if you get my drift. So to make way for Aliso Village, developers had demolished the diverse working class immigrant neighborhood known as the Flats, nestled along the LA River. Aliso Village had a very, very, very high crime rate and poverty rate in the 80s and 90s.
Are unique in that 8 different rival street gangs lay claim to them, and all the gangs are armed and prepared to defend their turf.
In addition to a number of gangs that carved out territory in the complex from the 1940s to the 1990s, such as gangs being First Street East Coast Crip, Primera Flats 1313, the Mob Crew 13, Al Capone 13, Cuatro Flats 13, East LA 13, and Aliso Village Brims, which is extinct. But there were Bloods. There was actually Brims in the projects in East LA. But First Streets was the only gang, and the only gang to be black to last that long in East LA. So not trying to glorify gang violence or negativity. I think there's a very positive message. We can learn something from these videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a real history on these projects and these gangs and how they got there and why they got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know that they're built for the war efforts. You know what I'm saying? For war workers. You know what I'm saying? And then when those people left,
Back then, in them days, the Bloods was small, so that's why the Brims didn't last. So the Crips was deeper. They was bigger. They was a bigger gang. So they had more homies, so they last longer over there than any other black gang that's gonna be over there. If they wasn't Crips, they wasn't gonna last. You feel me? Not down in the Bloods, because the Bloods, for them to be small back in the days, they did, you know, out handle a lot of fucking big, a lot of big gangs that was, out before them. So, they still factor to this day. You know what I'm saying?
LA decided to move in people who, you know what I'm saying, that didn't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? They became the slums. I mean, it is what it is. You're a product of your environment. You don't have control of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta embrace it. That's why they have these Pico Aliso reunions and these project reunions, and not just Aliso Village, but all throughout Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that grew up and got families embedded in this. You know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and tears embedded in this. All love, family, positivity. You know what I'm saying? Comes out the projects. You feel me? You got generations and generations. And I got 2 videos that I want to share with you guys, right? From a founder named Dino. He's from TMC, and he explains his version of how TMC got started. And he does say in the multiple video clips that I have, shout out to my sources, but I have multiple videos of him saying it started with a brother, his best friend, a black dude. And I got another video of my boy Bulldog from First Street East Coast, a real G, and his version of it. You know what I'm saying? How TMC got started. You know what I'm saying? And both versions kind of match up a little bit because they cross-reference. You know, it's like cross-referencing and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you cross-reference something, one person says something, another person says something, and it matches up. That's called cross-referencing something. You know what I'm saying? Just doing that, but doing various vigorous research, digging deep, you know, not just internet shit, but reaching out to people. I'm the hood vlog. I mean, I'm obviously the person with the access to all the hood people and, you know, the information and shit like that. But to shed positive light on how the projects got started, I'm gonna let my boy Dino speak on how TMC got started, and then I'm gonna let my boy Bulldog speak. You know, we're gonna go from there. Roughneck TV, tap in, baby.
Yeah, well, my name is Dino Aguilar, and I'm from Boyle Heights, California, Aliso Village Housing Projects. They call me Sneaky from Eastside TMC, the mob crew. I didn't get into my neighborhood. I actually started it. It was me and another partner of mine. We started off as a breakdancing crew. You know, when the breakdancing started hitting hard at that time, you got to understand, too, that, you know, our projects wasn't like no other. Our project was a mixture of different races. It was mainly black and Hispanic, but we had, you know, Asians and all that stuff in there.
That's one thing that I personally find fascinating and really, really dope, though, that in these projects, bro, back in those days, the Hispanics and the brothers really got along tight. They didn't see no colored lines. They didn't have no boundaries. It wasn't political like how it is now. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one thing dope about these projects, man. Shout out to these projects.
But anyways, so we got into the hip hop scene, and me and my friend decided to start our own little breakdancing crew, which was called the Mob. You know, as a kid, like I said, going back to as a child, I didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
I didn't know the difference because I woke up to that.
Yeah.
And where we lived at was kind of like in a hole. You know, in the project, it's like everything was downhill. In order to get out of the project, you got to go up some bridges or something.
Yeah.
We were like in a hole, which they used to call, excuse my language, but they used to call it the devil's asshole.
Yeah.
Because it was horrible down there. But as for races, I didn't know no difference.
Yeah, you didn't know. No.
I didn't know that we were going to get frowned upon later on in life because we hung out with black people, or they were going to start calling us Crips and all this stuff, which was untrue.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys are really going to appreciate the footage that I collected, man, and just me digging deep and really, really getting into the bottom of this, man, and just finding these videos and you guys hearing it from the people themselves, you know what I'm saying? But that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, though, that they didn't see color, bruh. You talking about Hispanics and brothers, man. Come on, man. Let's get into it.
But we grew up, you know, as one there. And one of my best friends as a kid, he was like one of my best friends. They used to call us Salt and Pepper because he was black and I was, you know, and I was real light skinned. So they called us Salt and Pepper, and we were with each other all the time until, you know, he's the actual guy that started TMC with.
Yeah.
Until we got older, then we went to our separate, you know, I still where I'm at. We became sued and he became a Crip, you know. But it's not like when we were younger. When we were younger, it was just, we were just all together. And to us, that didn't mean nothing. The color didn't mean anything. And even
I got another video I feel like I should share. OG Bulldog, First Street East Coast. I want to share his thoughts and opinions and how he feels about how TMC got started, the mob crew. And his thoughts and opinions on how East Coast Crip, First Street East Coast, got brought down to East LA because they're the only black gang there that survived that long, other than the Brims, which are extinct. They're no longer there. And one thing I have gathered and I have noticed about doing my research on this video, the Hispanics and the Africans, the blacks, they both have good stuff to say about each other. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see color growing up. They grew up with each other, tight-knit community back in those days as kids. And this is one thing that's really, really interesting about Aliso Village projects, Pico Aliso, is because they're the only projects that really got down like that. There was a lot of blacks from Mexican gangs and Mexicans from black gangs, though. To me, that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? That's different. That's just one thing that's unique. And they tore the projects down in '99 because the projects was going crazy. They was going up. They couldn't control it. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into a little bit more deeper, man. OG Bulldog right here. Tap in.
How we got started? Yeah. Basically, it was Mad Dog, Bandit, and the Homie 2. They started East Side Road first. We wasn't East Coast. We were just, it came from Harlem. Some dudes from Harlem came down to the project and really started us Crips. We had to fight this gang going to school and coming back. That's how we basically got started. We used to hang out in Utah, smoking weed, drinking, you know what I'm saying, stealing hubcaps, batteries, and all that type of shit. Homie Lil C from City Deuce stayed in our neighborhood, and he took us to on 61st. They had the rain walk. There was an apartment over there. What was it? Little Falls. Yeah, we hang right there. Matter of fact, we jumped some City Deuces in. When there's a line on this side or one on this side, and you had to walk through the line. And Quake, Bam, what was the one guy stabbed that night? I forgot who it was, but that's how we basically got started. Lil C took us to 62. We started hanging on 51st, and that's another thing I want to clear up too. Like a lot of people said, the first three got ran out by Mexicans. If you go back and look at the history of the project, we want to have all the money down there. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to have all the cars.
Yeah, you know what he said, I heard back in the days, like that the first street East C got ran out of their shit by Mexicans, which wasn't true. They didn't get ran out at all. They still there. Even when with the project broken down, they still there. So how they get ran out? You feel me? Like I'm not, but that's just whole lot of hatred and a whole lot of hatred talk. You feel me? Like I don't listen to that type of stuff.
And there's an article where a female got killed, a pregnant female. You know what I'm saying? If you pull it up, I got it. You put it up. And what it said about retaliation, right? So how did we get run out of the project? We got into it with the flats. We ran the flats out the project. And then the TMC, the homie started the TMC.
Woo! It's gonna get juicy. So we got OG Bulldog getting ready to speak his piece on his thoughts and his opinions on how TMC really got started. So, like I said, man, we're gonna get both perspectives of it. And this information is coming from the source itself. I can't be making this up. I'm not that good at damn editing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Photoshop. But let's get into it, man. OG Bulldog is gonna speak his piece on how TMC, the mob crew, really got started.
East Coast? Yeah, East Coast started the TMC. That's how the TMC.
My nephew. So Black started.
The TMC, yeah.
So Black started.
The TMC, yeah. But East LA, they came later on. I forgot what year the East LA. But through the homies just go down there and rob them, they figured like, okay, we done ran everybody out of the project, so they feel it's cool to start robbing East LA. That's how we end up warring with East LA. And then the police basically told the Mexican gang, like, listen, y'all need to come together to fight them. So that's what they try to do, and they still come at me. You know what I'm saying?
What other Mexican gangs was in the project?
You had the Flats, Capones. It was the first two gangs, the Flats and Capone. Once we got into it with the Flats, now the Capone, y'all was able to walk around now. Before that, the Flats was tearing the Capones up.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking about Primera Flats?
Primera Flats.
When did Cuatro Flats come in?
Cuatro Flats, they on 4th Street.
So that's outside Aliso Village?
No, it's like you got 1st Street, but we started beefing with
It's
the black second, but really it's not no like second, third, and fourth. And Quattro Flats is like right there. They projects right there.
There it is there from OG Bulldog himself. And up next, I'm going to play a little video snippet of Dino. You know, this is basically the second reference video I was telling you about. He says the same thing. They all get along, grew up with each other.
Growing up in the project, you grew up, with everybody in the neighborhood because you had like 3 different parts of the project, 4 different parts of the project. So, we grew up with everybody. Black people, Vietnamese, and some whites, very little, but all races. So in time, we start seeing stuff that was going on that was really normal to us that may be different for others, but it was just part of living in the projects. You needed milk for somebody, you go to the neighbor's house and get it. Everybody had their doors open to you. Well, I was one of the founders, and we started off because breakdancing started coming in, and I got real involved in breakdancing and popping, all that stuff, and that's why it was called the Mob Crew. In time, we started going and challenging other breakdancing crews, but in time we started getting in fights, and it just evolved into a gang. And really we didn't really see it as a gang because we grew up with each other. So it just evolved, and things started happening where we had to start defending ourselves. And I lost a lot of friends, man. A lot of friends that sometimes think like, what if we didn't create this gang? What would have happened? Would they still be alive? I think unofficially, even when we just started breakdancing, we were already a tight unit. I'm thinking like 15 years old. It kind of like immediately started happening where people wanting to go against us and fight with us, and it was already there. We're project babies, so it was always we had that mentality of violence already just growing up. This was maybe late 80s, early 90s. We had a good friend of ours from a different neighborhood that was alongside of us at the time. They were clicked up with us too. He was like one of the main guys from that neighborhood, and he had happened to get arrested for something. I don't know what it was, but we all got our money together and we bailed him out because it was his birthday. So we decided to all get together and let's jump in the cars and let's go cruising to Lake and Pico. Sure enough, I don't know how or what, but enemies must have saw us, and a big gunfight just erupted at the gas station. It was huge, where it lasted a long time.
Yes, sir, man. I hope y'all appreciate this video. Roughneck TV, man. We're going crazy with the dope hood stories, the hood videos, and just bringing to you the best entertainment on YouTube right now as far as hood stuff. You know what I'm saying? That we digging deep, and we being fair, and we not being biased, and we just bringing positivity. And in this video, I hope you guys enjoyed the footage, man. I know a lot of y'all probably seen it or probably haven't seen it because it's hard to find. You got to like dig deep, and I know a lot of people don't have the patience, but if you're a project baby, if you're from Aliso Village, if you're from East LA, period, if you're from Boyle Heights, you might know somebody in one of these videos or one of these pictures. You might know somebody, this might just run you down memory lane for a little bit. You feel me? If you like this video, man, if you like more videos like this, if you have any ideas, make sure you tap in with my YouTube channel, man. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, interact with me. We're going crazy. Until the next one, Roughneck TV, baby. Tap in, man. Aliso Village. Pico Aliso Pico, whatever you want to call it, baby. Shout out to all the project babies, man. Shout out to all the 60s babies, or the 70s and 80s and 90s babies, man. 99, they tore them down, and it was something new. I forgot what it was called. Leave a comment, man, if you know what the new projects is called right there, where Aliso Village was. There we go, baby. Tap in, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this, man. So you got the little rundown. You heard OG Bulldog opinion about how TMC was started. You heard Dino's opinion about how TMC was started. However you want to look at it, at that time period, it was cool. It wasn't looked at or frowned upon in any way, shape, or form. That's just how it was in that part of LA, East LA. It was a different vibe. It was just different. It was a different breed of people. And so the 80s and 90s and then, politics came into play, and then Mexicans and blacks separated. But at one point in time, there's a story right here. Mexicans and blacks was rocking with each other. No, they're not the Mexican Crips. No, Crips didn't necessarily start their hood alone. It was started together. Crips helped start TMC. You get my drift. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I mean, hey, you heard it from the source's mouth. Love y'all.
So. Hey y'all, come on, y'all, come on. Y'all gotta support the channel. You feel me? Support the right, right there. See where that says Me Mug Media? Right under Me Mug Media is my cash app. Come on, support. Give a little. You know, give a little support. You feel me? A little donation. You know, buy me a beer or something. You know, so I can go to the liquor store get a beer or something and sip on something. You feel me? But anyway, yeah, man, you heard him. You know, TMC started like that. You feel me? First East Coast. Uh, so, you know, y'all little young, y'all you little young people out there need to get y'all history straight. You feel me? That's what y'all need to be watching to get y'all history straight because some of y'all young people ain't got correct history. I don't know whether it was your OG who gave the history or whatnot, and he had the wrong history. I don't know if his OG gave him the wrong history, but yeah, man. Before you start gang banging, learn your history of the game, bro. Uh, I heard a lot of little young people talking about the eight trays and the six O's. They beefing over a female. Nah, man, they ain't beefing. They didn't start the beef over no female, bro. They didn't start over no female. So yeah, learn your history, man. Go out there, get some of these videos, man. These videos will tell you about the history of your hood from LA. You know what I'm saying? So learn your history of your hood before you start gang banging. Because if you're gang banging for the wrong things. You feel me? You could lose your life over the wrong scenarios. You know, and you know, it's just not right, man. You feel me? Get the right info before you start gang banging, before you get that put on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it right there, and yeah, I'm gone. I'm out, bro.